If ever there was a moment to make the world believe in fairy tales again, it was the shimmering afternoon when Travis Kelce, the Kansas City Chiefs' unstoppable tight end, got down on one knee and asked global pop icon Taylor Swift to be his forever. The world held its breath. Now, as their behind-the-scenes engagement photos finally emerge, fans and dreamers everywhere are swept into the magic of a love story that feels both cinematic and deeply human. August 31st was already a date marked in red for Swifties and NFL fans alike, but no one was quite prepared for the news that broke the internet's collective heart wide open. The engagement photos, intimate and unfiltered, arrived in a flurry of petals and sunbeams, Taylor's delicate hand over her mouth, eyes sparkling with happy tears. Travis, down on one knee, beaming with a joy so genuine it outshone the diamond ring he held. The setting was nothing less than a dream. An emerald garden, alive with hundreds of roses, peonies, and hanging petunia wreaths, sunlight caught in the lattices of a floral dome. It wasn't the spectacle that caught people off guard, it was the simplicity. No red carpets, no pyrotechnics, no crowds. Just two people, wildly in love, in a hidden garden, promising each other forever. The first photo, which quickly became the header image for countless news sites, captured Taylor leaning into Travis's shoulder on a white couch, surrounded by a sea of flowers. Her eyes were closed, a quiet smile touching her lips, as if she was letting the world fade away for just one moment. Travis, ever the protector, held her hand tightly, a silent vow that he would never let go. As the photos spread, so did the stories behind them. Sources close to the couple revealed Travis had spent weeks planning the proposal, determined to create a moment that would feel like stepping into one of Taylor's own love songs. Every detail was chosen with care, the dome covered in fresh flowers, the gentle music playing in the background, the privacy of a garden hidden from the world's prying eyes. And yet, it was the emotion in Taylor's eyes, the way her tears turned to laughter as she kissed Travis after saying yes, which truly melted the world. Fans everywhere felt as if they, too, were witnesses to something rare and real, not just a celebrity engagement, but the kind of love that makes you believe in happy endings. But the story didn't end with the photos. In a move that only deepened her fans' affection, Taylor herself sent a heartfelt message to the photographer who captured their big moment. Screenshots of her Instagram message went viral almost instantly. "Hi, I adore your work. It's so beautiful and full of emotion. I'm getting married soon and would love for you to capture my wedding. I'd be happy to share and feature your work on my socials in exchange. Let me know if you'd be interested. Sparkling heart, Taylor." For many, this was the most touching detail. Taylor, a global superstar, still found the time to express genuine gratitude. For the photographer, the invitation was more than just a job. It was a dream realized, the chance to chronicle the wedding of two of the most beloved figures in sports and music. It was a reminder that, underneath the glitter and fame, Taylor is still the girl who cherishes the people who help her hold on to life's most precious memories. The internet didn't just react, it erupted. Within hours, hashtags related to the engagement trended worldwide. Swifties and Chiefs fans found common cause, their timelines awash with excitement and congratulatory posts. One fan tweeted, "I never believed in real-life fairy tales until I saw these photos of Taylor and Travis. It was destiny." Another wrote, "The way Travis looked at Taylor when he knelt down was the look of a man who had found the love of his life." Major newspapers across the US and UK ran front-page stories, calling it one of the most anticipated proposals of the decade. But for fans, the true magic was in the details. The quiet intimacy, the authenticity, the sense that these two superstars had found in each other something that transcended fame. Travis and Taylor have always represented different worlds, one of roaring stadiums and Super Bowls, the other of sold-out arenas and Grammy Gold. And yet, they've met at the crossroads of sincerity and warmth. Travis, in interviews, described wanting to give Taylor not glitz or extravagance, but a simple, private life filled with love. "She brings happiness to millions," he said. "And I just want her to have a life that's real, that's ours." Taylor, for her part, has written countless songs about heartbreak, hope, and healing. Now, for the first time, she's living the kind of love story she once only sang about. Fans are already speculating that her next album will be filled with songs inspired by this new chapter, songs about mature, enduring love, and the kind of happiness that comes after weathering the storms. Behind the scenes, both families were in on the secret. Travis's mother, Donna, was moved to tears watching her son find the love he'd always hoped for. Taylor's parents, Andrea and Scott, welcomed Travis with open arms, describing him as sincere and appreciative. Taylor's close friends, including her infamous squad, sent their congratulations, with one friend saying, "We have never seen Taylor happier than she is now. Travis brings her the peace she has always been looking for." As the engagement photos circled the globe, the couple's inner circle toasted their happiness. Donna began collecting keepsakes from the engagement, photos, notes, and even petals from the garden, determined to remember every detail of this milestone. Despite the frenzy of media attention, the couple is in celebration mode, according to sources. They aren't rushing down the aisle. Instead, they're savoring the glow of being newly engaged. After nearly 2 years of a romance lived partly in the public eye, they're relieved to simply be themselves, out in the open, without secrets. Their engagement announcement was pure Taylor and Travis, playful, personal, and full of inside jokes. Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. Firecracker, they wrote, ending with a dynamite emoji, a playful nod to their TNT nickname. The story of the proposal itself is already becoming legend. Travis's father, Ed, shared with Australian radio how the moment unfolded. They were going out to dinner, and he said, "Let's go out in the garden on the patio and have a glass of wine before we go." I think she knew something was up, because as they walked out there, she could see suddenly there were a lot more flowers out there. Ed added, "These are two young people madly in love with each other, and I think this is great." There were toasts, happy tears, and a sense that this was not just a moment for Taylor and Travis, but for everyone who's ever believed in the power of love. Speculation is already swirling about the wedding, with experts predicting that the event could rival royal weddings in global attention. Fans are dreaming of every detail: the dress, the guest list, the music will Taylor perform at her own wedding, and of course, the inevitable love songs that will be born from this union. For now, though, Taylor and Travis are simply enjoying each other. They're trading the chaos of their public lives for quiet evenings, garden walks, and shared dreams of a future together. What makes the story of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's engagement so compelling isn't just their fame. It's the way they've chosen to live their love story, with intentionality, with gratitude, with a willingness to let the world in on their joy while keeping the most precious moments just for themselves. Their engagement photos aren't just images, they're proof that fairy tales can come true, that love can bridge worlds, and that even the brightest stars shine a little brighter when they find their match. And at the heart of it all is a simple message of thanks, a reminder from Taylor herself that the most beautiful stories are the ones we share with others. As the world waits for the next chapter, one thing is certain: Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce have given us all a reason to believe in magic again. And isn't that what love stories are for?